Welcome to the fourth video in our series on reading skills. In this video, we'll ask and answer the question, what are those supporting sentences? Now, the format's going to be a little different. We'll be using lesson 2 from the solutions textbook. So you might want to pause this video, run off, grab your textbook and come back. Okay, so let's begin. What you can see here is my outline, or me doing my homework. And I'll just begin by saying this is the minimum level of what you should be doing to prepare for a discussion. This is the absolute minimum. When students turn up to class with 1 or 2 sentences scribbled in a notebook, we know that's not enough. So one way of preparing for the discussion class is to look at the paragraph in the textbook. Look for the topic and main idea and write them down. This is the topic, plastic money, and this is the main idea. There has been an increase in the use of plastic money. All the other sentences are going to be supporting sentences, ideas, information, details, examples about this main idea. And we can, as you can see, I've put these big plus and minus signs here. And we can divide the sentences into positive or negative. Which of those sentences are telling us positive things about this increase and which are not? When we look at the first supporting idea in the paragraph, we learn that cyber money goes beyond credit cards. So the writer wants us to understand that we're not just talking about credit cards. And the writer then gives 3 examples: Suica, Nanoco, and the ETC system. The author then goes on to write, many people think these cards are convenient because people like benefits like points. So, as you are preparing homework like this, I'm sure you could think of at least 2 or 3 other examples and other reasons, and add those to your notebook. If you do this, it's going to have a fantastic effect for your discussions. Now, the end of the paragraph, the author writes, opponents say the cards cause problems. So plastic money causes problems. And then the writer gives some examples of what kind of problems. For example, people don't keep track of spending, people might overspend, and they might have their cards stolen. So we can understand in this paragraph, by looking at the other sentences, that the main idea, there has been an increase in plastic money. Plastic money is not just credit cards, it's other cards like point cards and the ETC system. Some people think that's a good thing, and other people think that's not a good thing. In conclusion, the writer gives their opinion and says it's up to each person to decide whether they use cash or money. So it's very clear. The writer is saying, look at my examples and then you decide. As you're preparing your notes for the class discussion, you should be thinking of extra examples for each side. If you are on the positive side, you can look for positive ideas. If you are on the negative side, you can look for the negative ideas. That's all for this week on supporting sentences. Let's just recap by saying supporting sentences basically are extra information about the main idea. They give more details about the main idea. So in the next class, we'll be having a review and assessment of the first 3 lessons that we did in class. So what I recommend is that you go back and look at one or all of the paragraphs that we've discussed in the last 3 weeks and really go back and make sure that you've understood what the paragraph was about and what we're going to talk about in class. Good luck and see you next class.